Hello friends, welcome back. In this tutorial we will study about the language of Pushdown Automata. Language of Pushdown Automata is the set of all strings accepted by Pushdown Automata. A Pushdown Automata can accept a string in two ways, either by final state or by empty stack. First of all, we will discuss the acceptance by final state. If on reading a string W, Pushdown Automata jumps from its initial state to one of its final state, then string W is accepted by Pushdown Automata by final state. It would be more clear after this example. Consider a Pushdown Automata whose transitions are these, where Q naught is the initial state of Pushdown Automata, Z is the stack start symbol of Pushdown Automata, and QF is the final state of Pushdown Automata. Now there is a string A, Now see what will happen when this Pushdown Automata, whose transitions are these, reads this string A, B. Whenever a Pushdown Automata starts reading a string, it starts from its initial state, right? So its initial configuration will be this one. This is the initial configuration of Pushdown Automata when it has to read this string, right? Q naught is the present state, Z is the top element of the stack, right? Now see, first of all, Pushdown Automata will read the input symbol A. So when it reads an input symbol A, right, then what will happen? Now see this transition. When Pushdown Automata is in state Q naught, and it reads an input symbol A, and top element of the stack is Z, then what will happen? It will jump to state Q1, right? It will jump to state Q1, and stack symbol A will be pushed on stack, right? Now stack will contain these two stack symbols A and Z. Now it has to read another input symbol, next input symbol A. So when this Pushdown Automata is in state Q1 and reads an input symbol A, and the top element of the stack is A, then what will happen? It will remain in state Q1, right? And it will push a stack symbol A to stack, right? Now it has to read this A, right? So when it is in state Q1, when Pushdown Automata is in state Q1 and it reads an input symbol A and top element of the stack is A, then what it does, it remains in state Q1 and push this stack symbol A in stack, right? So what will happen? This will be the configuration of Pushdown Automata after reading this A. Now it has to read input symbol B. So when it reads B, and when its present state is Q1 and top element of the stack is A, then it jumps to state QF, right? Where QF is the final state of the Pushdown Automata. Now since on reading this string, Pushdown Automata has jumped to final state from its initial state. So this string will be accepted by this Pushdown Automata. Now set of all strings accepted by Pushdown Automata M by final state is the language accepted by Pushdown Automata M by final state, and it is denoted by usually LM, right? Now we will study about acceptance by empty stack. If on reading a string W, the Pushdown Automata empties its stack, then string W is accepted by Pushdown Automata by empty stack or by null stack. It would be more clear after this example. Suppose there is a Pushdown Automata having these transitions, right? Where Q0 is the initial state of Pushdown Automata and Z is the stack start symbol of this Pushdown Automata. Now, what will happen when we apply the string 1010 to this Pushdown Automata whose transitions are these? Now this is the initial configuration of Pushdown Automata, right? Q0 is the initial state and the string which this Pushdown Automata has to read is 1010, and Z is the stack start symbol. So first of all, Pushdown Automata will read this one, this input symbol which is 1. So see this transition. When the Pushdown Automata is in state Q0 and it reads 1 and top element of the stack is Z, then it remains in state Q0 and pushes 1 into stack, right? So it will comes in this configuration. Now it will read this 0, right? What will happen when it will read this 0? Its present state is Q0, right? And it will read input symbol 0. Element at the top of stack is 1. So what will happen? It will remain in state Q0 and pop the top element of the stack, right? So it will come in this configuration. Now it will read this 1, right? So what will happen when machine is in state Q0 and it reads 1 and top element of the stack is Z? It remains in state Q0 and pushes the element 1 in stack, right? So it comes in this configuration. Pushdown Automata will have this configuration after reading this one. Then now it has to read input symbol 0, right? It is in state Q0 and top element of the stack is 1. So what will happen? See this transition? It will remain in state Q0 and pop the top element of the stack, right? So it will come in this configuration. Now for this configuration there is a transition here, right? So what will happen? Pushdown automata will pop this element, this Z, from the stack, right? So when it pops Z from the stack, what will happen? The stack will be empty, right? Now since on reading this string 1010, Pushdown automata empties its stack. Therefore, this string 1010 is accepted by this pushdown automata by empty stack. Now set off all strings accepted by pushdown automata M by empty stack is the language accepted by empty stack by pushdown automata M, and it is usually denoted by this way, NM. Thank you very much.